Question 2.2 now says, use the information above to show that A is equals to 24 and B is equals to 16 for 5 marks. So firstly, from the frequency column, we can see A and B is unknown. But what we do know is we know the survey was conducted among 100 people. So what we can do is we can total up this entire frequency, and this entire frequency column will give us the total amount of people, which is 100. So we'll get some sort of equation with A and B and equate it to 100. But firstly, let's just go ahead and do that. So that would be plus 12 plus A is equals to 100. So let's devise some sort of equation here for A and B. And what we do get is A is equals to 40 minus B. And another set of information which is important, they also told us that the survey, or this person carrying out the survey, calculated the estimated mean or average, in other words, to be 309 Rand per month. So we know the mean is equals to be 309 Rand per month. And we also have a formula, we have some sort of formula to get rid of A or B, in others, because we can't have two unknowns in one equation. This allows us to get rid of one of them. When we see A, we can replace it with 40 minus B. So firstly, let's go ahead and work out the mean for this entire table. So firstly, what we're going to do is, if we're working on the mean, we are going to take the midpoint of each column of each row from the amount paid. So this would be 50 to work out our mean. So 50, this would be 150, 250, we take the midpoint, 350, 450, and then 550. So the mean is equals to 309. So 309 is equals to 50. So we're getting the midpoint. So that will be 50 times 7. So we need to multiply it, since that's the number. The frequency is essentially the number. So that would be 50 times 7 plus 150 times 12 plus 250 times A. So every single midpoint will just be multiplied by the corresponding frequency. Times B. And let's just move this up a bit. And the last one is 550 times 6. And then we need to divide that by the total number of people, which is 100. So that will be divided by 100. But before we do that, remember again, we have two unknowns, we have an A and a B, and the equation we just worked out above allows us to get rid of one of them. So what we're going to do is, when we see A, we are going to replace it with 40 minus B. So we can just take, let's rewrite this entire thing and just replace that one part. So essentially it will be 250 times 40 minus B. And what this does is, or what this allows us to do, is to only have the variable B in it, and we can work out B, and then once we have B, we can work out A thereafter. So firstly, let's go ahead and cross multiply, do some arithmetic here. So once we get the 100 on the one side, we end up with 30,900. 50, 100. Just simplifying the different terms. Of course, you can do this one shot, but just to have an understanding what we're dealing with. Thereafter, if we add up all like terms and make all the B is positive, put them to the right hand side, we end up with 200B is equals to 3200. And thereafter, B is equals to 16. And if we were to take 16 and put it into the equation of 40 minus B, A is equals to 40 minus 16, which is 24.